Hello, welcome to Storytime&Crafts with me, Kurasu. Today I'm going to be doing a whip and chat. Whip stands for work in progress, and chat is me telling you kind of what's going on in my life. Let's see, I don't remember the name of this one. I believe the name of the diamond painting I'll be working on today is a Light Weaver. It is a diamond art club. So let me open this up and find the color I want to work on. Let's see here. Hope you guys are doing well. This heat wave where I live is starting to slowly cool off, but being the middle of summer and middle of July, now the worry is thunderstorms and the hope of no fires. Let's see, what color am I working on this one? Alright. My cover minder and my pen are both Diamond Art Club as well. I have a mismatch of containers that I use. So, hope you guys, again, are having a good day. I'm extremely stressed out. This week has been, oh man, it has been up and down and everywhere around. If you have kids, especially if you have boys, you will understand the fun of dealing with said boys, especially when they decide that they are going to do anything and everything to test your boundaries. If you do hear background noise, my kids and my husband are both upstairs. I am down in our finished basement in my diamond painting area. It's one of the few places that I get left alone. Let's see. I started off introducing myself in my last whip and chat. I ended telling you guys a little bit about what was going on with me that week. We have programs at the local library and at the local park that we go to weekly. So that was pretty much the end of my week. I took the kids to the library for their stories and make sure they had books for the weekend. And I had totally and completely forgotten about the yearly concert or fair, flea market, whatever you want to call it, that comes by. It's a once a year thing. It's a celebration of the town's heritage and stuff like that. It always falls around my wedding anniversary, which on Sunday me and my husband celebrated 11 years together. Sorry, I had to do the math. But other than that, and my husband's therapy changed a little bit, so he's been up and down, but he managed to be physically able to go and walk the flea market a few times. We didn't really get anything. There really wasn't anything there that we wanted to get, but the kids had fun. I mean, they got to play in some of the areas. They got to taste some of the foods that we can only get there once a year. There's not a whole lot of vendors that I got to see when I was a kid. There's not many of those vendors there, so I really don't. It's more of an family outing, time to spend together, take pictures, enjoy the carnival food technically. I was able to get some of my favorite food, which is bison burgers. I love them. I won't pay for them any other time. But there's one vendor that has his own bison farm that's I think it's out of town, close to where I live, but I'm not quite sure where his farm is. So he butchers and raises his own bison, and his burgers are so good. So yeah, I was drooling to the fact that I remembered that he was there. And I got my burger. I was so happy for that. So I got to spend my anniversary with my family pretty much. We had planned on going out to the movie theaters and actually watching, I think it's Love and Thunder, the new Thor movie out, but didn't end up doing that. Had two boys deciding that they were going to run their parents ragged, so we didn't go out to the movie theaters. We stayed in and watched movies here. It happens a lot of the time. Then I've spent the rest of this week listening to my oldest going, when are we having a birthday party? When are we gonna have my birthday party? I'm turning 9. It's my birthday. I have been listening to this boy, wanting to strangle this boy for 3 full days. His party is this coming Saturday. I do record this during the week. I have been staying up late to bake and decorate his cake because we can't afford to get him we choose not to go get him anything special for his birthday, and I kind of make it my point to make his cake the way he wants it. This year he wanted a Minecraft cake, and I'm going, well, how the heck do I do that? So I have been baking cakes, screwing up cakes, and decorating. So now I'm almost done with it. I have one more layer to put together. So he has his Minecraft block cake for his birthday party with friends. This is his first time we've actually been able to put on a actual birthday party with his friends since he was born. We've never had anybody able to come over, or we physically haven't been able to go anywhere, primarily because my husband's condition kind of prevents it. The other part is I am a lot of the times so exhausted of taking care of them, the house, and working, that trying to plan, trying to save any type of money for big, huge party stuff, even if it is with family. We moved closer to my family a couple years ago. Well, actually, just before the world mess, shutting everything down. So we moved just before that, and he hadn't made any friends in school that year, and the next following year we were stuck homeschooling, which homeschooling was fun. I am thankful to diamond painting because that's when I stumbled across it. I'm so thankful to diamond painting to be able to give me something that I can do, that I can drop right away and continue on, because a lot of the times I would be in the middle of cross stitching. Well, I can't put that down really fast. I'd be in the middle of, come on, go on there. I'd be in the middle of a row and my crocheting, and I'd have to stop, write down the numbering. Hopefully when I picked it back up, nobody had pulled on it, because I have cats who like to take my sewing or my crocheting. They like to take my knitting, and my yarn would be halfway across the floor before I'd be able to come back to it. So diamond painting gives me something that not only my kids can do, because there are times when I have them working on the same painting I am, or they'll be working on their stickers while I am, which it's really cute to see a 3 and 4 year old pick up one of these pens and start trying to diamond paint. It is so fun to watch. It's frustrating trying to help, but it is so fun to watch. My youngest loves to diamond paint, so he's constantly asking me, going, Mom, can I help? Mom, can I help? And of course, there are times it's like, no, I need the time to myself. And there's other times it's like, yeah, come on, I'll let you help. So, let's see. Oh yeah, the beginning of the week while my oldest was having fun with his egging me on for his birthday party, he forgot that he had swimming lessons, which where we're located at, there's a lot of bodies of water, so it's something that me and my husband feel strongly that we need to teach our kids how to swim. And our oldest can't barely float. He has the same issue as Dad does. His stomach does not have the core muscles to keep him afloat, but his butt seems to have enough air in it that you'll know where he's at, because his butt will be in the air and everything else will be sinking to the bottom. So he's working on that. But while he was egging me about his birthday and his birthday party and when can he see his friends and all this, he forgot he had to go to swimming lessons, which for me, the easiest way to get him to be quiet and leave me alone is I will remind him that if he doesn't leave me alone, he's going to be biking to and from swimming, because it is, let's see, about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from our house, and I do not see why at his age he cannot bike his butt. Okay, let me just scoot over. I'm trying to do all the blue first before I get into the dragon itself. If he can't bike his butt to and from swimming. So I told him to leave me alone or he was biking. He didn't. So I made his dinner early since it's a night class. So we're around here. There's still sunlight, but it's later in the afternoon. I mean, the sun's already gone down before swimming's over with. But we still have that whole twilight. Okay, what color am I looking for? I'm looking for F. There it is. So he was all gung-ho for it. And I mean, he's not very good on a bike. He's only been on a bike maybe 4-5 times in his life. Where we lived, it was very dangerous for him to be practicing biking. So he got a bike, let's see, his 8th birthday or his 7th or 8th birthday, he got a bike, and it was right after we had moved. He had biffed it quite a few times on it, even with training wheels. I don't know how this boy does it, but even with training wheels, he falls on his butt. He'll tip that bike over, and we've adjusted it. We've done anything and everything for it, but he's biffed it so many times that he's scared of his bike. I'm constantly telling him, you're gonna have to get back on it. You're gonna have to get over your fear and get the strength to maintain your balance. But the downside is we live up on a hill. So the only way to get down the hill into town or to a school or anything like that, you have to go downhill. So he's afraid that he's going to get up to speed. And of course, their bikes, their only brakes for the little kid bikes is to pedal backwards. Trying to tell a very tall and lanky boy that you're going to have to pedal backwards in order to stop. What's this kid do? He sticks his foot in the back tire, into the spokes, to slow down. I have watched him, I don't know how many times, stick his sandals or stick his tennis shoes onto that back tire, hoping to slow down. Or he'll put his feet down on the ground and drag them. He's gone through so many freaking pairs of shoes, it's unreal, and he's barely been on this dang bike. I mean, he pedals it around our yard and around our house, no problem. He doesn't really get too fast, so he just puts his feet down and stands up. Okay, let me move you a little bit. There we go. But he gets up to speed, he sticks his feet in the back of that tire, and there goes his shoes. I keep telling him to stop it, to knock it off. Nope. Last time he did it, he ate rock because he hit a manhole cover that was just up far enough that it took him out, and I ended up having to haul him, his bike, and my bike back up the hill, drop him off at home, and go do what I was going to go do. I think that was, we were going to pick his brother up from, that was right at the end of school. So we were picking his brother up from school. He got out of school early compared to his brother. So I was trying to save money and hopped on my bike and put my little kids cart, hooked that up, and we were gonna go get his brother, and he ended up biffing it. I brought everybody home and then took off. I'm so used to riding a bike during the summer, it's unreal. Just, I view it as I am saving money for the winter, because around here winters are extremely bad. They've actually been mild the last couple of years, but as hot as it's getting and as much crazy weirdness stuff that can happen, I always save money for the winter. So we have the money for fuel, and as much as it costs to go to other towns to deal with doctors and stuff like that, we are a little on the rural side, so not everything, especially with my husband's condition, we can't really do a whole lot of it in town. So that's one of the downsides that we knew we were going to have to deal with when we came here. The valley we live in, a lot of the winters gets shut down. Most of the major freeways coming in and out are shut down, so we don't leave. A lot of the times we don't leave town or leave our valley in the winter, so when August and September show up, we start stocking up for the winter, because there's no guarantee that we're going to be able to get out to get groceries, and we don't know if the trucks are going to make it in with groceries or any other things for that matter. So we'll do a huge Costco run just before the big weather hits, which for us, Costco is 2-3 hour drive away, is the closest one to us. We partner up with family and take a couple of pickups over and get everything that we need. I mean, it's either the men go over and do it and the women give the shopping list to them, or whoever's got the time just happens to be going that direction, which is normally me and my husband, because that's the closest big town that we can get his medical stuff done in. So I'll go over with a family member who's got the pickup, because I want to pick up. I truly want to pick up, but there's just no way at this point we can have more than one vehicle. And my husband's got to be able to get in and out of our vehicles. So when you have kids, and you got to make sure they can get in and out and go around and stuff. So I look at it as when I have to start teaching my kids how to drive, I'll get my second rig, because I don't want to drive the same rig they do. They trained in. Speaking of teaching my kids how to drive, that's a scary thought at this point. I know I was horrible on teaching to drive, but then again, I also had the fun of my parents. The way that they taught us how to drive is by the time we were, by the time we could sit on the riding lawnmower. Okay, sorry about that. Apparently I was chit-chatting along and my phone decided to stop my video. So where was I? Oh yeah. My family had a riding lawnmower that they converted to teach us how to drive, steer at least. Then when it came time for us learning to drive, my dad put me in a semi and told me to pull forward. I think that was one of the most scariest things I ever did. I also learned I can't back up a trailer to save my life, so I've never pulled a trailer because I know if I do, I can't back it up. So back to the present. My oldest turned 9. He spent most of the day pestering and bugging and everything else as normal kids do. But instead of him taking it as a nice quiet day, he decided that, no, I'm gonna start drama. He spent most of the day egging his brother on and continuously getting his brother in trouble and claiming, it's not me, it wasn't me, didn't do it. I have never had to deal with such drama in my house other than my children doing anything and everything to get each other in trouble. I know when I was a kid, my brother did it to me. Heck, he did it to me until, let's see. No, he still does it. But in part, my brother is an ass. Pardon the language, I really don't use it, but he is. I can't stand him, don't want to be around him, don't want to deal with his kids. I have issues with my own, and unfortunately my oldest reminds me of my brother. And I can't just, nope. I can't just ask for somebody to come get him. I mean, he's one of these kids that will sit there and play all nice and innocent and I didn't do it, and you catch him on it, in and out. Oh, hang on, I got a kid coming in. No, guess they weren't hollering at me. They were just getting after their dad. Oh. We take a 2 hours of no screens, which is normally when I get a chance to actually do my diamond paintings and my recording. They choose whether they want to take a nap or whether they want to read or play, but it has to be completely separate. Everybody does their own thing for 2 hours. This has been a godsend in some areas. In other areas, it's a pain in the butt to set it up, especially on those days when we're not home, but we make do. Right now, they're doing that. Once quiet time's over with for our house, then we get the fun of the summer reading program has a 24 hours of reading challenge, and we'll be doing that today into tomorrow. So I'm going to be talking quite a bit. Hopefully I can get some of my audiobook recordings done while this is going on, so I can get up a few more of the books that what was it? It's Trials of Apollo the Hidden Oracle. Hopefully I can get more of those chapters read and recorded, and next week I can get out another chapter or two for you guys to listen to. I'm enjoying reading that one. The library's probably tired of me going, can I keep it for a little longer? Can I keep it for a little longer? Because I do my best not to buy books constantly. If I do buy books constantly, then I am constantly taking boxes of books to the library. So my husband collects comics and manga, so that's why we have our own little personal library. But we go through it at least once a year and get rid of the kids' books that the kids don't like, didn't read more than once, don't want to keep. So we do that, and I try not to buy books constantly, especially to read out loud. Dang. Should have brought more than just water down. Oh well. Nope. Had a diamond that stuck from the last one. Come here. I love my trays, but there are times when stuff gets stuck in the corners. But luckily, AB drills are easy to spot. I have two of these, they stack together, but I rarely use them that way. Okay, I'm gonna slide you guys over a little bit. Too far. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I didn't make anybody sick. I'll probably be finishing up this. Come on, open up a little bit more. Be done with this whip-in chat here shortly. So, let's see. Don't have anything else. Birthday party coming up in a couple days. Dealing with drama of family, since I had to bike my butt down to my brother's work to get my oldest birthday present, since he's somebody that I try to keep away from my kids. Unfortunately, my brother does have a record, so I do my best to keep him out of their life. He actually has never been in their life except for my brother did my wedding. I hadn't seen him, heard from him, talked to him, nothing since my wedding. And then he moved back home and he moved back home last year, and he's been trying to get back into my life ever since. And it's like, no dude, you burnt that bridge. I don't have the time, effort, nothing to take and incorporate your kids and your family into my life. I tried when he got his butt in trouble. His wife didn't want me in their lives. He didn't want me in his life since he was in high school and I was in junior high. He wanted nothing to do with me. Still doesn't want nothing to do with me other than to brag. But, okay, now that's all I'm gonna do for today. I'll finish this color while the video's uploading. But thank you guys for joining me. If you like what you're seeing and hearing, go ahead and smash that like button. Let me know. Hit the subscribe button to get notified whenever I put up a video, which right now are far and few between. I'm just now getting into the routine back again of recording videos every week. Summertime just kind of throws me for a loop, and July is so busy for us, that me and my family, that it's not always feasible for me to sit down and record because a lot of the times I don't have a whole lot of light because I'm doing this in the middle of the night just trying to get to sleep. Go ahead, and any comments you would like, or anything you'd like to tell me, or any questions you may have, go ahead and put those down in the description box. If you do actually like these whipping trats, please let me know. I'm one of these people that am pretty much scared to put up anything online most of the time. I mean, yeah, I use social medias either for entertainment or to keep track of people, but I don't normally put up a whole lot of stuff. So this, allowing people into my home after being guarded for so many years, even with my own family. Anybody outside my house rarely actually sees what goes on in my house. So I'm finding these very therapeutic, but I'm still very scared to put them up. So if you guys have any encouraging words, please put those down in the description box. Now, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, and thank you.